we had this thought, like this funny thought in mind that let's record an episode, and once we finish a custom, the episode is
Yes.
done.
Yeah,
Like
maybe.
we lock us in a room, like we record this episode
Mhm.
and just have to finish the beers. There was like we never did it, but maybe we should actually do it once we like I don't know, once we hit like maybe
True.
100 episodes or something like that.
Well, welcome back to Kastra Mittwoch with Jacob and Kai. We're back.
Yes.
What's up?
Welcome back. Welcome back to
How's it
episode
going?
52, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I don't know about you, but it's hard to get into the episode right now.
Yeah,
Like
it was really
switching into English
true.
again and then straight up.
It's crazy.
Hey,
Sometimes just
wait,
for
Jacob.
what?
Congratulations. Oh no, do you say that?
For
No.
what?
Happy first advent?
Oh, yeah. Happy Advent? I don't know if we say it.
Yeah, you say it like that,
Good
no?
good Advent.
When you
Is
light
it?
up the first candle. Oh, yeah. I think it's
Yeah,
international, isn't
I
it?
don't know.
Or is it German?
Yeah.
No.
No, but I think it's not Advent.
No, I think it's Advent. Advent. You pronounce it differently.
Advent. I have no idea.
Advent calendar.
But you're
do you have
right.
an Advent calendar?
No. Do you have one?
No? No, I
But
don't have one.
it's not even the 1st of December. It's like
Yeah,
the
yeah, I know,
end of November.
but tomorrow's the first.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So, how come you don't have one?
I don't know. I'm just lazy.
Yeah.
Lazy to buy one.
Well, it would be nice that if we would have an Advent calendar. What would you put in if you would if the
The
design
remade
brief
one,
was
you
to
mean?
design an
Wow,
Advent
that's
calendar?
cool.
Nice experience. But you're like free to put in whatever you want. But it has to be like nice and it has to be catchy. So everyone is just like waking up and be like, yoo-hoo, I want to open it.
I wanna go there. I don't know. I would go for the basic chocolate thing actually, but in a nicer way, you know? With like small classic design pieces that are built. Or a huge one, and then you have miniature models of some stuff that you have to build by yourself, like a little puzzle, you know? Maybe that's cool. Yes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Oh, maybe I'm getting one. Nice that you said this one.
Amazon order Lego Advent calendar.
Is it still Black Friday, I think?
It's still Black Friday.
No, I don't know. But how about you? What would you do inside?
What would I put inside? Or yeah, the one was pretty nice, the chocolate, but like in maybe design classics, like having
Yeah.
a Pantone chair as a chocolate, and I don't know, just like some funny stuff. I mean, if we as a podcast would create one, it would be funny to have like the custom inside
Yeah. And the
and like a
mic.
beer or in
Like the
general, like a
noodles.
drink.
The noodles.
The noodles.
Actually, it would be, I don't know if that is possible, if you can design noodles online and then sell it. But that would be a cool Christmas gift, actually, that we did, for, you know, like for Render Weekly when we did the pasta.
Yeah, I
The
completely.
free
When
pasta
you said
thing.
noodles, I was like, "What? What is he talking
Yeah.
about? Noodles?"
Pasta. I meant pasta.
Was there inside joke in one episode where it's about noodles? Did I forget something? Yeah, but yeah, we created. I think it was a microphone, a beer, and like the custom.
Yeah, be a crate.
Yeah.
That would be
That's
cool.
funny. That would be a nice gift. Yeah. Can you create pasta or like?
I don't know. I'm just looking right now, but I think you can do it by yourself, but I think it's pretty hard to like stance it. I mean, actually, we could do the dough and then we just 3D print like the stuff. Then you know.
Yeah. You know what? Should we stop the podcast, meet, and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
work on this project?
For like
I mean,
half a year,
for like half a year, produce a whole machine, um,
everything, and
selling the
then selling
machine
like
instead
2
of the
bags.
pasta. Yeah. Um, I mean, no, I mean, it's not too late, so we can potentially work on it
Yeah,
as a
true.
Christmas gift. But there must be a company who creates or like who offers to create custom
Pasta.
pasta.
Yeah.
There must be.
I don't know. I don't
I mean,
know.
all the ideas that we have, there was already one who had the same idea.
We have so many ideas already. Like, I don't know. We don't write them down, but if you would listen to every podcast episode again, I think there will be roughly like 100 stupid ideas.
Yeah, definitely. Especially in the one episode where we just brain rotted the whole time. You remember that
Yeah,
one?
true. Which was it? Morocco? No.
No,
Was
no,
it?
no, no, no. That was also kind of brain rot, but like the one episode, like back in the days, like 2 years or 3 years ago, when we recorded or were we wanted to record, but then we were just not in the mood. And like I think Leo back in the days was also in the
Yeah.
podcast
Yeah,
who
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
who like did work on some stuff next to it, and we were like, "Come on, Leo, we
Yeah.
want to record it." And then in
It's
the
still
end, we just
online.
like,
It's still online.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's still online. Unfortunately,
But
it's
it's
in
in
German,
German.
but
Yeah. Oh,
nevertheless,
there was a funny episode. I think I'm
yeah,
gonna
that
listen
was
to
an
it
episode.
again.
That was a good. I mean, we can already, if we in that topic right now, it's a good transition to kind of
True.
announce what we want to talk about today.
Yeah. Oh, wait, I have to
Yeah,
adjust
about
my
like
camera.
our story, because I don't know if a lot of people joined from the last reel that we posted. It went completely nuts. Like I think 70K views, where Jacob basically explained the ISO. Was it ISO curve?
Extract ISO curves, and everybody was. I don't know. I mean, I explained it super badly, of course, but for
Yeah.
a 20-second
Oh,
reel, I think it was enough. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, listen to the whole episode, then you will get more commands.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
If you need
can
some
explain,
Rhino,
or we can explain.
no,
Yeah,
it was crazy. I don't know. Do you know why this reel had like 70K instead of like normal, like I don't know, around 1,000 views?
I have no idea. Maybe it was super niche, and then it was like in the right community also.
Yeah,
I don't know.
yeah.
You
People,
tell
I
me.
think,
You're the one who cracked the algorithm multiple times.
no. I mean, I'm always looking into or like asking myself what made this
And
video kind of blow up, and I think this one actually was like people connected with Rhino in the first place. Like if
yeah,
like early on you mentioned Rhino, and people will be like, okay, Rhino, I know it, and then going on, you like mentioned the command or like the extract ISO curve, and I think that's what people made like, okay, extract ISO curve, like yeah, I know
yeah.
Rhino, and I was always looking for a command like this kind of thing.
Now
So
I
people were
found it.
like, now I found it, and I
Finally.
shared with my friends who can't do
Yeah,
any Rhino.
but this was also crazy. It was like shared like 200 times or something.
Yeah, that's the
This is
thing,
like what?
and that just pushes the algorithm, and then
Everybody was saying
viral.
Rhino. Completely right. Yeah,
No, but it's crazy. So we thought probably a lot of you just like found us, or even though you didn't found us now, you probably like found us when we switched into English,
yeah, maybe, yeah.
and uh, maybe a lot of you don't really know that we started in German with the podcast. Um, where kind
Back
of
in
our
the days.
goal was to go from semester to semester and kind of explain what we did, or like it was also kind of like a diary for us, right?
Yeah, I
Just
think so.
recording.
It's like it was. When did we start? I think it was 2022 or something.
What?
That's like 3 years ago. Crazy. Um, And we started with we were 3 people, like Kai. Leo is not here anymore. Not in the podcast. I mean, he's still with us, but not in the podcast. He's alive. He's alive. He's not dead.
He's alive. Wait, guys,
chill,
calm
chill,
down.
guys. Yeah, and we started together. And yeah, as you said, it was like first episodes was just like first semester, second semester, and then like stories out of our studies. And then it was a more general thing, I guess, about design. And then we switched at some point to English because everybody was just like, "Ah, can you do it in English as well?"
Yeah.
And then, yeah, now we're here. But
I
yeah,
mean,
we
it
could
can't.
we could start from the beginning. Or
Yeah. So
what?
do we? Should I ask the question?
Oh, oh,
You know.
okay.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
Um. Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. So how did you get into industrial design, Jacob?
Oh,
Okay.
what a
Okay.
question!
Nice. Nice. Good one. That we thought about the same question would be pretty awkward if I would be like asking you a wrong one, different one.
True.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, maybe first. This is also maybe it's too late, but I don't know. Like we both studied industrial design in Wuppertal.
Yeah.
In
But this question is way earlier. You know, like you go
yeah,
into
true.
school.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
And
Yeah,
then
you're
and
right.
then you're like, how did you discover
Yeah,
industrial
okay.
design and how did you actually started studying it, you know?
Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, so your question. I was in school and had no plan what I should do with my life, basically. And I had like art. So in Germany, you have to pick like 2 main topics in school, and it was German, like the German language, not the language, but the I don't know, history of German language and like literature and stuff like this. I don't know,
Mm.
and art. So I was into art, and then I really like Lego. I don't know if you know. maybe you saw the reel where I hold this big Lego piece. And my mom was at some point she was like, "Here's like an article I found, and that's what you have to do to get into Lego." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, industrial design. Okay, yeah, okay, sounds nice. Yeah, I will go
Apply.
for it. Apply directly." Mm, and it was, I think it was in I don't know, 2019. I applied in at Wuppertal. Then, with this in mind,
Yeah.
I think
So
like in the afterward, I didn't even look at other universities. I didn't even know. I didn't even do like research. It was just like re industrial design, and then the first one was like Wuppertal, I think, and then I just applied, and that was it. And
That's
then
great.
yeah, kind of worked.
So it was
But first of
always
all,
kind of
yeah,
the goal to go to Lego,
yeah,
right? Yeah.
kinda. That was the plan, or thanks to my mom, I guess, for finding this article. But how about you? Wasn't it like the? No, it was not the same, right? It was.
No, I mean
I can't remember.
similar, I
Right?
would say. Like I was also into Lego. I was not that
Mm,
heavy into Lego as you, I would say. I mean, I know you went onto or you became part of the magazine once where you had this
yeah,
where
true.
you built this, I don't know what you built, but there was always a page in Lego in this Lego magazine where people or like the community created giant Lego pieces, and
Yeah, true.
once you were lucky or like good enough, they would feature your picture in the magazine. And I think you actually you went
Yeah, yeah.
you got featured, right?
I got featured in one magazine with like a big ship or something. I can't remember, but
Crazy.
it
Yeah,
was pretty great.
I wasn't that big into it. Like I still played it every day.
Mm.
But I
Okay,
think
that's kind of
my
intense.
turning point was kinda comics. So
Mm.
I yeah, I read a lot of comics, especially the Donald Duck ones, the funny
Yeah,
diaries. I don't know if there's an English translation, but
I don't know. I think lustige Taschenbücher is actually
is
valid in
international.
English. I think I don't know.
Hmm. Um, so yeah, I had a lot of those, and then I I don't know, started drawing those, and I was like, okay, this is kind of fun. I like drawing. I like being creative. And next to that, I also played a lot of video games, like especially FIFA, since I played a lot of
Yeah.
football. And so I was like, okay, should I combine those? And was thinking of like, okay, game development, game
Yeah.
designer, something like that. Because I always was interested in how the physics were made or how people in the game actually move and who creates those, who comes up with ideas. And
But did you look first into this, or did you then search like game developer or study game
yeah,
development or something? Game
yeah,
design?
I
No.
looked into that, but figured out, okay, like, I don't know. I think it was to be honest, it was like one time I looked into it, like just Googled it and then like, yeah, whatever.
Maybe not. Yeah.
Maybe not. Or like at that time it was not that urgent to find something. So I was like,
Mm,
yeah, whatever. I do my school first and then
yeah.
we'll see.
True.
Um, but then as your mom, also my mom kind of pushed me and
Mm.
said like, oh, showed this article of there's an uni in Wuppertal. Let's go check it out. They have like
You
an
just
intro.
went there or what?
Yeah,
Oh, really? Crazy. Okay, I didn't know
yeah,
that. You
yeah.
just
There was
went
like an
there.
intro where Martin Topel, our professor,
Yeah.
after that, he kind of like introduced the major industrial design, and it was super nice. Like,
Damn. Okay.
after that, I was like, okay, this is probably like the one. I should definitely go for it and see how it goes. Yeah, then I applied, but I applied in the second round
What?
because
True. Yeah, that was too long.
um the first round I was super busy with just finishing my school. I was honestly not um
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
getting
it's
the time to create this, how do you call it? Like
the
the
Mappe. You mean
portfolio.
the yeah,
Yeah, the map that you have to
like an
put in or
application art
folder.
folder. Yeah, that
Yeah,
makes sense.
box.
This. But true,
um
it was right after school finished. The first
yeah.
round was like 1 month or like 2 months.
How did you get into I know you went
Maybe
into the
not.
first round, right? How did
Yeah,
you
I think I just
fuck
figured it
school?
out at
Fuck school.
first. No, I think I was when was it, February or something? Because I know I was on holidays on a ski trip with my dad, and I
Yeah.
was sketching after skiing. I was like doing this folder thing
Yeah.
afterwards, and I think I just every day I just had to do it every day, and then I just did it in like 1 month, and then applied for it. And I think it was in March or
Nice.
something, right? The first, and the second one was
Yeah,
when was
it
the
was
second one?
later.
Yeah.
Uh, some I think June, May, or something like that. But crazy. But I think also um you had a big point because you did arts in school. So I think you were pretty good in arts, and I think you had a you had it as a main subject, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
it was I think I sketched one like what is it again? Like a drilling drill. I
Mm,
sketched a drill for this application thing. And this was harder, like this because this was like the drawing style of industrial design kind of. And my
yeah.
other drawings were like super like more in the art direction.
Yeah.
And
Ah, okay.
this was pretty hard
I
first.
mean, you got in.
Yeah, I
It's
mean we're here.
we're here now. And
But
I w yeah.
do you still know the because after the application? No, at the application, I think there was like a, or was it afterwards? I can't remember. Did we get like a acceptance letter and then we had to come by and show our stuff? Or was it that we show our stuff and then we get an acceptance letter?
No, for me, it was I sent in all my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No. Was it? I think, yeah, I sent all my stuff and then we got a invitation letter of like, come here and present the
Mm-hmm.
stuff.
Ah, yeah. True.
But
That's right.
I think everyone got this invitation letter. But after
Yeah.
that, it was like, did you get in or not?
Yeah,
And
yeah, true. There was when you got there, you showed them your stuff, and then there was like a exercise you had to do for like 10
ooh,
minutes. You
yeah,
remember?
yeah, I remember.
Do you also remember what it was for you?
Yeah, it was a, I think, key holder. Create a key holder, something like that. Like, or this person like always loses his key. Give him, or I don't know, suggest some products or
Mm.
options that he could think of. I don't
Yeah.
know, something like that.
Yeah, but this
It's
sounds like
it was
small.
definitely like a problem solve situation.
Yeah, through design or like
Yeah.
object.
What did you have?
I
Do you
had
know your
an
topic?
Yeah, it was something with the bathroom. Think it was like 5 people live in a shared flat,
Yeah.
and they have to organize their bathroom stuff. And then it was like a
Maybe it was that as well.
I don't know.
But I'm pretty sure it was something with keys in mind.
I think maybe it's a different thing. I think it's not the same. But
But it will actually
mm,
be funny to see what we were thinking of. Like, looking it from now, it would be funny to see like what I
yeah,
thought back in the days.
true. I think I would do the same thing back then. Maybe, maybe the same thing. Uh,
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's 5, no, it's more, it's 6 years ago. So,
oh, that's crazy.
oh,
Okay,
I'm getting old, I'm getting
6 years,
old.
man. This is so
6
long
years,
ago.
man. 6
Shit.
years of industrial design is it's definitely
It's
like 12
average
years
to
of
20. Yeah,
average of 20 years.
of normal.
No, but I can, like you, I still remember um preparing this folder for the application because back then I was in Poland or in on vacation, and I was like just every day like, okay, we're doing the
Stuff.
hike today, and then did the hike and straight back into my room like sketching some stuff.
Yeah, true.
Um,
And it
yeah, it
took
was,
so long. I had the feeling because it like one
yeah,
page took me so long to draw because I wanted to draw perfectly, and now
yeah.
it's just like
Now
okay,
it's
yeah.
like ready.
But
Funny. But
yeah, that was
how
crazy.
did we meet then? Do you remember?
Actually, what happens then? Then it was okay. We got accepted.
Yeah.
Where
Yoo-hoo!
do you remember where you open your acceptation letter, or do you know when you received it, or you yeah
Uh,
like when
I
you
think
got
I
the
received it with mail. Did
so
I?
you opened it by yourself?
I have no, I think
You
somewhere in
don't
my
know.
living
Yeah,
room just
okay.
sitting. Oh,
Oh, they were
nice,
like,
I
oh
got it.
yeah, oh shit, fuck.
No, I think also for me it happened pretty fast, so I was confused if it was
Mm,
real or not.
yeah,
Yeah. But
yeah.
how about you?
I think I didn't even open it, and my mom did. And I was I was out drinking with friends, like after school because we just got through school. And then she just sent me a screenshot. I was like, "Hey, what? Yeah, yeah." And then I got it.
And then you drank more.
And then I drank
Yeah.
really, really more. But yeah,
That's
it was
crazy. Yeah.
crazy.
Um,
But
but
yeah, then we were accepted,
yeah,
and then it was like a big introduction at Wuppertal, I think.
yeah.
And then
And then we saw each other, and it was love on the first,
first sign.
yeah, the first time.
Yeah, can't even remember how it was. There was like a guy with the number of like the
Yeah.
design faculty in the university. And then we just stood there. Everybody was like not
Well,
talking or like, "Hey, where you from?
yeah.
How's it going?" Stuff like that.
Also design. Yeah, yeah. Also
Yeah,
design.
yeah,
Industrial design. Yeah, yeah,
yeah. What's your name? Yeah, nice,
yeah.
nice to meet you.
Where you from? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, my
I
aunt
know.
lives there.
Yeah, yeah, I've been there. Drove at the autobahn by.
Yeah. I've been there.
That's it.
Um, no, but I think we went to the uni like after this intro, this big
Mhm.
intro. We walked to our faculty all together, and I think
True, yeah.
that's where we kind of talked the first time. But it wasn't like it was just like, "Hi, what's up?"
Yeah. And I talked a lot with Leo, no, with Leon
Leon.
and Johnny, I think.
Yeah.
Leo, I never saw Leo before because he already knew the bigger students, like from the upper semesters.
Yeah.
So Leo was like already super into this, and everybody else was just like, "Oh yeah, first time out of school, like hi."
Yeah. And
And
Leo
he
was the
was just
guy
like,
who he already knew everyone and was like this
"Yeah,
tall dude, super blonde, and I was like, "Okay, he's probably like exchange from Netherlands or something, you know?"
yeah, yeah."
But
This
then
was
we talked
crazy.
to each other and then was like, "Yeah, I'm also industrial design first semester." And I was like, "What?
And you're not from the Netherlands?
Not from the Netherlands? How's your German so good?" Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we just approached him in English. No, no German at
Yeah.
all.
Um,
Um, but I can't remember. Like the first, I mean this I can remember, but like the first courses and everything, I don't know.
you didn't remember?
No.
Um, I don't know. I remember like the first year roughly, but I mean my first semester was kind of like driving to uni and then driving
Yeah.
to football training and then driving home. Like
Yeah.
I didn't really interact with everyone that much. Um, I don't. How was it for you?
Same.
Did you sp
I also had to travel from my hometown. It
Yeah,
was like one hour or longer even, I think. One
yeah,
hour 20 minutes or something. Then always going there. I think it was pretty annoying at the time.
yeah,
And then straight back home sometimes. Or like it was a hassle because sometimes you want to drink or you want to learn like there was this university stuff that you do in the first week where you go to bars and have a drink, you know. But then it was like I can't stay that long. I have to go home. It was pretty shit, I think. And you were driving sometimes on and not drunk, but you were like, okay, I have to go home. I can't drink. I have to drive.
yeah.
This I remember.
Yeah, I remember that always like, sometimes I had to go out of class earlier because I had to go to training. It
Because
was
you're
so
super
annoying.
drunk.
Yeah, because this this guy, he's always driving
I'm so
drunk.
so drunk.
Yeah, just to confirm, like, I never drove drunk.
No, no, no.
No,
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 no.
no. But
Um,
did you had to leave early because of football? I also
yeah,
didn't
sometimes,
didn't
like
know.
yeah, like, sometimes when we had classes and, I don't know, the correction just took a bit
Mm,
longer, like, sometimes I had to go out and be
no,
like,
like I have
"Okay,
to leave.
sorry, guys, to
Yeah,
leave.
sorry, I have to leave.
Sorry,
Bye.
national team. No, no, sorry." No, but I mean, it was fun, but it was kinda annoying, especially in the first semester since I couldn't really spend that much time at uni. I think that's where you learn the most and have the most fun,
Yeah, and
and
also I think it's really important to connect in like the first
yeah,
semester.
yeah,
Otherwise, you will just get lost.
yeah,
But also,
um,
yeah, no, this is different topic. Okay.
I can jump in with a designer question here.
Yeah,
I get
yeah.
this
What?
question a lot, and last time we
So
also
this is a
got it on
smart
the
one.
podcast.
Smart,
Um,
smart one.
so for the first semester, what laptop or PC would you get if you would start like right now with industrial design? What would be your go-to PC, Jacob?
My go-to PC if I would start now.
Yeah,
I
give me
mean,
one.
it's. I think it's such a personal question because I would always buy a Mac because I don't like Windows, but objectively Windows is better maybe from like the price and the stats you get, you know,
Mm,
and you can adjust stuff. I have no idea. I'm also I have no idea from all these like graphic cards and what is the best and like I'm sorry, but I'm into design, not into like this technical stuff really completely. And I don't know. So I would always get a Mac. It just feels right to work with. It's still good. I can do Rhino, I can do Keyshot. It just takes longer. Um,
but not SolidWorks.
yeah,
You
you can.
can't
I
do
mean,
SolidWorks.
you can do it if you get Windows parallels, and then you can
Yeah,
download SolidWorks there. But it's a little bit tricky. and it costs money.
Mhm. If you don't crack it,
Yeah, yeah, don't crack it.
don't
I
crack it.
think I think that's even not even working.
No, it's not working.
No, no, it's not
No,
working.
no, no, it's not working.
It's not
Um,
working. Yeah, I don't I don't know. But there are also good ones from Windows, I guess, but I just don't wanna work with it. But what would
yeah.
you get? Or what would you recommend?
I mean, like, I'm using a Mac. I'm using the 2020 model, I think, M1
The
Pro.
yeah, the newest with or the
Yeah.
oldest with the M1.
Yeah, I
I
think
think
one
we
of
have
the
the same
oldest with
one.
the M1, or like it was the
Mhm.
first one with the M1 Pro, where it got like super big and kind of like
Yeah.
so much better than the others. And I mean, the only downside I think for that one is when you use Keyshot a lot, you can't use the graphic cards. So
Yeah, true.
you have to use a what's it called? NVIDIA graphic card to render Keyshot scenes with a GPU. But other than that, like all the other programs like Adobe Final Cut or like Rhino, they all work super good. I mean, SolidWorks works with like parallels, but
Yeah.
um
Also,
it's
there is also like, of course, it's not running on the same level as if you would run it on Windows,
yeah,
but that's what I mean. For me, I don't care if it works like 30 seconds faster or not, or
yeah, yeah,
if it has to load 30 seconds when you build a model with 300 layers and super complex. It's
yeah,
I guess then it's fine.
yeah.
If that would happen all the time, if I have to press a command, then yes, then it would annoy me as well, but it's not like that, so
Yeah. So I think especially with the new chips, I haven't even tested like the M4, but I'm pretty sure it's like 10 times better than mine right now.
yeah.
Um so I would always recommend to go with the MacBook Pro. You get everything, you can use everything with
Yeah.
like we
And
said.
I
Yeah.
used my I used an MacBook
Yeah.
Air from 2016 or 14 or something
Yeah.
from when I started. So from 2019 until 2021, like for 2 years, for the first 4 semesters, I used like this Mac from like
Ooh.
2014 Air with like the backlit logo and everything.
Yeah.
And it ran SolidWorks. It worked with Rhino. It worked. I mean, it was not that good, of course not. But
Yeah,
I
but
think it's
it could do some stuff, and like especially for the first 2 semesters, I think
yeah. You can also you
you
can use the university computers, and maybe it's. I mean, if you have an old laptop, maybe it's even better to start with this.
mm,
I mean, if you're thinking about anyways buying a laptop, then yes, go for a good one. But if you're not sure even that you want to do industrial design or study this, maybe don't buy a laptop, a new laptop for like 8K or something because somebody
yeah.
tells you that you need like the best graphic card or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the thing, like, everyone that's also the kind of the problem, like, a lot of people just say, "Oh, you can't use a Mac." Like, back in the days, everyone in our semester was like, "Oh, you can't use a Mac, then you can't use SolidWorks, you can't use Keyshot." And now it's like, I can use everything. I can
Yeah, you can also use a
use
brick. You can use everything.
yeah,
Nokia. Grab a Nokia, and then you
yeah,
can do it
or
as well.
Linux. Have you used a Linux computer?
No, I don't even know they were still in the game.
I don't know. I think so,
Yeah,
um but yeah, I would recommend the Mac. I mean, also aesthetic wise, I have to say there's nothing that competes with a MacBook from design. I mean,
I think
probably
the
nowadays
one.
like the Windows Surface or something looks also pretty
Yeah,
good.
this is I think it's a nice one. Yeah, Windows Surface.
Um and there's also the framework if you're into like I don't know, changing your battery or changing components easier, then I think the framework is also pretty nice.
Okay, but the MacBook, the Surface looks a lot like the Mac now. So
Yeah, that's what I
this
mean.
is
Like
the one
in the
image
end,
here.
if you're in the Apple
Crazy.
ecosystem, the Mac is the way to go. But Oh, the sun is coming out.
And but one laptop that is also good. Yeah, the sun is really burning my eyes. There is one Razer. I mean, a Razer normally is like not that nice
Gaming.
gaming. Yeah, but they have one laptop that looks decent and is super good actually. But I can't remember which one. But still, it looks also a little bit like the MacBook. That's why I guess it looks kind of good.
Yeah.
But it's just completely black, everything, and it looks pretty
Oh.
nice.
But with the
But I
Razer
can't find
logo?
it. I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
Then I don't want to have it.
I don't know. I just don't want to have snakes on my computer, you know? Are there
Snakes? What do you
snakes on it?
mean?
Maybe I'm completely wrong,
I don't know.
but I like to have an Apple. Um, but yeah, summing up this question, I would say like we would go both with a Mac and
Yeah, but it's still like it all comes together, I think. How much money you have.
yeah,
Are you just completely going for it? You need a new laptop
yeah,
anyway. And I mean, if you're super into this laptop topic and like computers in general, then maybe get a Windows because then you can upgrade it all the time. Or like a
mm,
stationary PC. I wouldn't recommend that one, but
yeah. I mean, if you're super into visualization stuff or like you render a lot of scenes in Keyshot or Blender, then I think a stationary computer is the better pick.
yeah,
But I think if you just started with uni, a laptop is a must-have. Um,
yeah. And we
especially
can
when
tell you, you will work a lot on
yeah,
several different places. You will not be in university and go home and work there. This is
yeah. I mean, some people do, but I think you
yeah,
learn
but you
way
miss out a
more.
lot because you can't talk with each other, and then you're like, okay, I'm going home, guys. I have to do SolidWorks.
Yeah, and then you sit alone. Like, that's a nice transition to our kind of COVID second year experience where
True.
there was no one. We had to literally like go on a Discord server so we can talk with each other,
Yeah,
and do SolidWorks next to it. And I feel like even though we didn't talk, it gave us so much to just see that the other person is also working on it.
yeah.
Um,
It was pretty rough semester, and it was pretty hard because we were every day we were online in the
yeah,
morning until the evening just doing university stuff with like 6 7 people all the time, then leaving, joining. Super, it was nice, but also it was, I mean, would have been nicer in person.
yeah, definitely. But I mean, I think I learned a lot in the second semester, especially about GTA bank heists. Um,
True.
but I think in terms of design, it's definitely like something, or design is a topic that you learn way better when you're in person with other
Mm,
people and you talk with each other and give feedback to each
yeah,
other.
true.
And this COVID semester was just it wasn't there, you know?
Nah, nah, nah.
But
It was
yeah,
a lot. Yeah, I mean,
but
I
then
mean, we can't fit everything in this episode
yeah,
where we're coming from, but
but we
this
can
is like
say
the
that after this COVID semester we moved in together, right? For the third semester, wasn't it like that?
I think it was the first Vision Labs, and this
Oh yeah.
was later than I thought also, but it's later than we think, I think.
But what did we do in the third semester?
Can't remember. Uh,
I can't remember.
Was it TE? Technical
Um,
planning?
I have no clue. I think it was the fourth semester. No?
I
Fifth, sixth. I think fifth semester and sixth semester was the Vision Labs, where we
Yes.
collaborate with a company and work on a project.
Yeah.
That's where we moved in together, right?
Yeah,
On
at the
the
beginning, yeah,
Oh, so
of the
COVID
fifth.
was second semester and third semester?
I think so.
What?
It was
My God, in
pretty
my
long,
head it
yeah.
was only the second.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
maybe it was
second and
two.
third, and then it was like half a year going back and forth again from hometown to
Yeah,
university, and
hybrid,
then we were like,
hybrid.
yeah, hybrids, and then we were like, okay, we're gonna move now.
Yeah.
And then
No, yeah.
we looked at a lot of apartments, and then Larissa, friend of ours, was living there already
Mhm.
from I was she living there from the first semester? I don't know.
No.
Second, the third maybe.
Yeah.
And we were we chilled a lot at her place because then it was like, "Oh, yeah, there's a party. I don't wanna go home, like, a half an hour, 1.5 hour."
Yeah.
And then we just slept at her place or had parties at her place. That was nice as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but then it was kinda, like, nice to move in together and have a home in Wuppertal and not
Yeah,
have to transition all the time from the hometown to university.
yeah, and
Um,
we had an apartment that was, like, 10 minutes
yeah,
walking, and
next to the
that was
uni.
actually nice. Sometimes we drove up with the car because it was too cold and too many
Yeah.
stairs. Sorry.
Um, but when did we maybe we can talk a bit more about, like, how we founded this podcast since,
Yeah.
um, people probably are interested in that as well. Do you remember when that was? For me, it was, like, after COVID, but I think it was 6th semester, right?
2022, I'm pretty sure it was. Um,
So oh, yeah, I
maybe I
think
can
yeah.
look it up.
So we had this project, but it was not with a company. So
Yes, it wasn't
it was a
this.
more
It wasn't
open
this.
it was a more open project.
Mhm.
So we had a bit of spare time, I would say, next to uni that we could use um, with other things. And yeah, I don't know. I think we just came up to like do a podcast and
Yeah, somebody had this idea and it was just like, "Ha ha ha, let's make a podcast," or like, "Ha ha ha, let's open a bar," or something.
yeah, let's
And then
open
we
a bar.
started.
Let's combine both. Open
Let's
a
come
bar
by both.
and a podcast.
But here, first episode, 11th of May 2022 it was.
Oh,
Crazy.
and that was not episode 0. I remember we recorded
Yeah.
episode 0.
We started at Leo's apartment
Yeah,
and I don't know, we ordered food and it was just crazy. And then we just talked and we had no plan at all. It was one mic we were handing around. And then we talked
yeah,
so much bullshit in the afterwards. We were like, we can't upload this. We have to do it. Either we do
yeah,
it, we're not doing it, or we do it better.
yeah. I think if we hit 1 million viewers, then we can upload it, but before that, it's not gonna
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah.
There's so much bullshit in it.
Yeah.
Um, but
But
maybe
I
coming back
think,
to
yeah,
founding, I think I was always kind of like listening to podcasts, but I also wanted to listen. There was this point where I was like, okay, I'm good with like the normal podcasts that I'm listening to, but I need something like design wise so I can get better at my designs or like improve while listening or like doing the dishes and then listening to design. But there was nothing out there. So I think I was just like, yo, Jacob, we need to do this. We need to fucking
we need to do
we
it.
need to, we need to
Focus.
do this.
Focus. But I think like when we started, it was
Yeah,
pretty. I mean, we're now kind of doing it again. I have the feeling that we kind of start over with all the social media stuff and all this.
yeah,
But when we started back then, we also had stickers. I mean, we still
yeah,
have stickers now. When we had stickers, we like if we ever come to Wuppertal, there is a certain point you will find a custom Mittwoch sticker somewhere. I think.
yeah. I hope. I hope.
Yeah, I hope. I hope. And we also pushed it in the whole like university bubble, I think.
Yeah,
At the beginning it was quite good. And then we had some reels as well. And
yeah.
yeah. I don't know if it's still a thing. If Wuppertal people know us still, or maybe not. Maybe they
That'll be
think we're
funny.
super cringe.
We should yeah play some more stickers once we're in Wuppertal again.
Yeah, and I also have to get back in the sticker game here. I just placed one yesterday before the concert, but that's it.
Sticker game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's like I have like 100 stickers down here, but I never
yeah, it's
sticker.
true. Um,
Maybe it's the same with reels, just everywhere. Bam, bam, bam.
just pushing it out.
Put them
Yeah, I think
everywhere.
it's yeah, just advertising it. But I mean, I think we're doing good now. Like since we record pretty um
Consistent.
continuously, um, like every week, and this is like half of the rent, I would say.
Yeah,
Just showing
true.
up every week and
Showing up.
talking a bit, showing
Showing
up.
up matters.
Hello.
Yes.
Um,
Hello.
but I know I can. Yeah, I still remember this. Do you still remember the first episode? Like the first that we actually published?
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
Where was that?
It
In the
was
uni?
in the university. We had like a nice setup. You filmed, so we can
Yeah,
cut reels. And then I don't know. I have the feeling this is not like it's still funny, but I had the feeling like when we started, the first 10 episodes were completely funny every
yeah,
time. Like
yeah,
we sometimes we were sitting there and then it was just like stupid,
yeah.
stupidly funny. I don't know why it was like this,
Yeah, I think
but
quality-wise, in terms of, um, like, if the audience likes it or not, was not that good, but, like,
mm,
for us, it was so
yeah,
much fun to record these episodes because we saw each
yeah,
other in, like, face to face,
yeah,
and there was this, like, weird thought of, like, people actually listening to us, like, just
yeah, yeah.
talking random stuff, and I think
And
that's what
also, yeah, yeah. It was also that we look at each other and we're like, why, why are you talking like this now? Normally we
yeah,
don't talk like this.
yeah.
But that I think that got away a little bit, but still, it's
Yeah.
nice.
I think it's also like a lot of it has a lot of uh it had has a lot to do with actually being in person. Like
Yeah,
now
yeah,
now it's nice, like we see each other, but it's something else once we're in the same room and we have like
yeah. True.
I don't know,
Then it's yeah, it's better.
it's a bit better. And back then I remember we always cracked the cold one before the episode
Yeah,
type
yeah.
stuff.
True,
Um
true. I
that's
mean, that's
how it
the
also
origin, yeah,
yeah,
of the name.
yeah. That's the
Kastner
origin of the
Mittwoch.
name, but how do how do we get up with Kasten? Like, why did we call it Kastner Mittwoch?
I think we wanted to upload every Wednesday. That's the point.
No, I remember, yeah.
And
It
Kasten,
was
I think,
I think it was
because
Kasten because we had this thought, like this funny thought in mind that let's record an episode, and once we finish a Kasten, the episode is
yes,
done.
yeah,
Like
maybe.
we lock us in a room and like we record this episode
Mhm.
and just have to finish the beers.
Yeah,
Um there was like we never did it, but maybe we should actually do it once we like once I don't know, once we hit like maybe
true.
100 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
And
And
then
also
kind of reunion with Leo and
Leo, yeah, we have to at some point. Can't be.
that would be funny because I still remember we were sitting there in Leo's apartment and was like, yeah, and what if we just sit in the room and like shuck this Kasten and then yeah, let's call it Kasten. And yeah, because we do it every Wednesday, let's call it Kasten am Mittwoch.
True,
Uh,
yeah. Back then it was different times, I guess. Um,
yeah. I
but
mean,
also
now I don't drink any alcohol.
no, no, no,
No,
not at
no,
all.
no,
That's but that's why we switched at some point to Paulaner Spezi,
Oh,
and
true.
we still hope they sponsor us one day. Sad.
Yeah. Praise.
Yeah, please
Praise
sponsor
the
us. I have
Paulaner
it
God.
actually, I have it here. I wanted to use it as my camera stand, but I changed it.
I actually also drank one yesterday.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
still here. Come on.
Paulana, we still love your products. And I
Yeah,
think
it's
it's
great.
worth to advertise in our um how to say
Podcast,
a
please.
podcast. But then we
Please.
have to change all the logos and stuff, so it would be kind of like, yeah,
No, okay, that's too much. No,
the
okay,
workload is
let's
too much.
don't
Um,
have time for this.
the, yeah, I
Yeah?
mean, but I also think this name is pretty funny since like someone commented on our reel how this name came up or why it's in German. And I think it's pretty nice that we have an English podcast with a German name because this word Kasten is super iconic German. Like no one
Yeah,
no
true.
one has this meaning in other languages or like in
Mm.
English. They don't have Kasten, they have like beer bucket, but no one has a beer bucket or a craft. How did you call it?
I
Crafts?
don't know. No,
But
it's great, I think, right? Oh,
great. But
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
great.
Germany does another country have like Kasten, like the plastic bucket where you have glass beer? I
I
don't
think so.
yeah,
You
but
mean it's only a German thing? I don't know.
I think it's I don't know, but especially in America, they always drink cans. Like they never have a
True.
bucket with glass beer, you know?
Actually, here's someone asking on Reddit, why are there no beer crates in Australia?
Yeah, because
Okay, crazy.
they usually have like six packs or they have those these like big packs. I don't know
Mm.
how you call it. Um, yeah. So I think it's a pretty nice name. Nice
Yeah.
worded
The
custom.
the best thing is that we're the design podcast and we have a name that has nothing to do with design.
Yeah.
But I think it's pretty cool.
So that's why we changed the name to Kastner Mittwoch minus Design Podcast.
Yeah, but nobody's saying, "Did you listen to Custom Mittwoch?" The design podcast.
Yeah, but I think once you establish in like a certain niche, people will know like, okay, custom podcast is like this design, you know?
Yeah, true. Yeah, true. Yeah, we have to grind
Um,
for that. Go all in
yeah,
there.
that's the goal. That
Mm.
people be like, custom. Oh, you mean the
Oh, you mean the
podcast?
design. You mean
No,
the
no,
high
no,
quality
beer,
design.
beer.
Oh, no. But do you how about the 3 designer questions, or did you integrate them in
Oh,
the episode already?
yeah, I
The
integrated one in the episode, but I have another one,
Okay.
and which is actually a question from the community that someone
Mhm.
sent. It's in your opinion, what is the most underrated detail in product design?
That's a pretty
Jacob?
hard one.
Oh,
I mean, you can r answer this on the design process question. What is, like, the most underrated part to do? Or, like, the most
yeah.
important one? Or you can say what is the most underrated detail in on a product, I guess.
Yeah, in terms of form
Mm,
or function, I would say.
yeah. This is a hard one.
Yeah, maybe
Can
I
you
can start.
yeah, start,
I
yeah.
was thinking of okay, a detail, like a small detail that I think is pretty valuable is a chamfer or a radius on a product. Like it's
Mhm.
super tiny, but it can change the product itself from how it looks and how it feels. Um, so I don't know if you have a sharp edge like this, it's kind of sharp. Um, or you have I don't know like this radius. It feels like a soap kind of thing, like it's super
Mhm.
soft. It's not a big detail, but I think like having this object, this cube, as with like a smaller radius, it can change a lot in how you
Yeah,
view the
true.
product. You
Yeah.
know,
Yeah, that's
that
a
was my
nice
first
answer for
thought.
that one. Yeah, true. And maybe it's also proportion in general. I mean, if you're in the process, in the concept phase,
Yeah,
and you're developing, I think it makes a lot of I mean, that's why we do it. That's why we try out so many things because obviously it's making a difference.
yeah,
But I think it's also important when you have something kind of ready and then you try it out with like different dimensions or like just adjusting some stuff, then you also get a different view again. And then there's this point, I mean, there's not without a reason, there's like I don't know if it's the same wording, the golden cut in like art. Or maybe, I
mm,
mean, everybody knows this kind of circle thing. like this composition thing that's not like a random thing somebody decided on. It's just like that it makes sense for our brains if stuff is logically and nicely in the composition. I think this
Yeah.
is maybe
Is it called the golden cut, actually?
I don't it goldener Schnitt, but I don't know if it's actually my MacBook has 12% I see right now.
Golden ratio,
Shit.
it's called.
Golden ratio, yeah, true.
Yeah, but that's a neat one because I still remember someone asked me who was not into design, like,
Mm,
if I used the golden ratio, and I was like, "Nah, man, like, I don't what is that? Golden ratio?" I mean, I was using it, but not with the thought I'm using the golden ratio, you
mm,
know?
yeah,
But
true.
making everything simple and, like, um, yeah, cut everything nicely and simple, so, like, the golden ratio appears
True.
is definitely, like, a neat
I think
detail.
I think I need to grab a cable, otherwise my Mac will go out.
No, I think we can wrap it up in 2 minutes.
Okay. But I have one thought as well.
Yeah.
That is also maybe an underrated thing or on the question is there are because I'm losing myself sometimes there as well. I'm just trying out stuff. I mean, that's
Mhm,
also fine. We try out stuff. But there are so many rules or methods you can use that just make sense, like composition wise and all this kind of stuff, that
mhm.
you don't go without any thoughts on this kind of topics, you know? This is also maybe an underrated. I can't really explain. I forgot the
You're
my
saying
thoughts.
there are too many methods
Nah, it's
you
sometimes it's just sometimes I'm try I don't know. We go for Render Weekly as an example with a tea
mhm,
light. Then I have like 20 ideas, but
mhm,
nothing is really nice. But because I just sketched what is in my mind without any method behind it, you know? I didn't
yeah,
had like in mind, okay, I will do like a 2/3 composition, then it will look nice or something. Or that elements are like with the same dimensions here, is the same dimension there. Or
mhm,
if we have a pattern, it's like, I don't know, the pattern is this big and the gap to the I don't know, I can't really explain. But that you think of stuff like that is all in relation to each other. That's not like, okay, this is 2 centimeters big, here it's 4, and here it's 1.7. Like
mhm,
super random, you know? That's what I mean.
yeah. Yeah, but that's, like, kinda like, talking about the golden ratio is, like,
Yeah,
kinda that, right?
yeah, yeah, it's basically what I meant before as well.
Yeah. Um, but yeah, nice. I have actually a 3rd question as well for you.
No, you have
Um,
10% battery power to answer this question.
yeah, so the question is, how do you get or where do you get the best ideas? Is there a certain moment,
No,
a certain place?
I think it's so random. Sometimes I'm waking up at 3 at night, sketching in my notes on my
Yeah.
iPhone.
Bro, that's in your dream. That's in your dream, bro. You
No,
don't
no,
do
no, no. No,
that.
I'm really doing this. But sometimes the most important, just what I learned now on
Yeah,
work, if you sketch something or you're done for the day, just stop it, go home, chill, next morning, go to work. Way better ideas than trying to stay super late and, I don't know, draw 20 more sketches.
yeah. Or forcing it.
Sometimes.
That's also
Yeah, yeah,
something
yeah.
like I learned. You can't force a good idea to come out
Mm,
when you just sit there and like I have to get this done, but nicely. I need a good idea. Sometimes it's so much better if you stand up, go outside in the environment, or
yeah,
like do something completely different. Like I don't know, play some Minecraft,
mm,
um, or go with the dog.
yeah.
But I would prefer play Minecraft. Um, so yeah, go play Minecraft, join my server,
Mm.
and we can play some Minecraft.
Yeah,
In
okay.
the end in the end, I'm just advertising my Minecraft
Minecraft
server.
server. Yeah.
No, but, jokes aside, I think it's so much better if you just stand up once you have this kinda like brain fog and don't really know what to do. And
Yeah,
yeah, what helps me is just stand up and do something completely different, and then once you're good, you come back and, like, have
true.
this big idea.
And then you win super big awards, everything.
Yeah, and then you red dot, and then
Yeah, everything.
you have all this money and, like, you don't know where to
One
spend it.
sketch, yeah, could
One
change
sketch
everything.
can change your life.
So, start
Oh,
sketching every day, just do it. Buy his sketch
that's
course.
that's a nice episode name. One sketch can change your life.
And it has nothing to do with the rest 50 minutes we talked about.
Yeah, but it's something like it sums up the whole episode once,
Yeah, true.
because
Yeah,
because
I
this
mean,
this one
yeah,
sketch that I did when I drew a comic, like, it changed my life kinda, you know?
true, yeah.
Like, now we're here.
And the one
Without
thing
that sketch.
my mom gave me, my whole life changed as well.
Yeah, true.
True.
But
Yeah,
without that sketch, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't know you, I wouldn't, yeah, nothing would be here.
yeah, butterfly effect, what can I say?
Okay, this is getting a bit too deep here. I'm getting
Okay, okay,
emotional.
okay.
Uh,
No, no, no. Okay.
but yeah, these are my 3 questions, and
Yeah, thank
yeah,
you
you
for those
answered them
questions.
pretty good. Um, and I actually brought a product today, but maybe, like, a nice product that we can talk about, but maybe
Okay,
we can have it in next episode.
maybe next one, yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
don't show
I
it to
know
me
you
then.
I know you look at in the right top corner on your battery percentage.
6.
6%.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's time to upgrade your PC, Jacob.
Man,
Come on.
I had my battery was full. Maybe don't get a Mac. I don't
Maybe don't get him back, yeah.
know. Nah, yeah. But there
Yeah,
was a
but
nice episode,
yeah,
and I
maybe
liked it.
we can, connect this episode with the next one and talk a bit more about
Yeah,
further things. Maybe, like,
yeah.
exchange,
All the Vision Labs, yeah, exchange as well.
work, like, how did we get
Internship.
into, yeah, internship, where did we start working,
Maybe we should
and
just repeat the first 10 episodes in English.
yeah. You know what we should do? Just take the first 10 episodes, put them into, like, an AI, like,
Just
that, like,
translate them, yeah.
auto-translated, and, like, it actually sounds like we're talking with each other.
That would be crazy.
It's definitely possible. So if
Okay.
you see 10 episodes that sound completely the same, like our first 10, then you know
Do you
what
know
we
what's
did.
up? It's all research, yeah, it's for all the AI research purpose.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
that's why we do it.
Uh,
Okay,
Nice. It was
nice
good to
one.
talk to you.
Thank you for all
Well,
the input. Thank you for the crazy viral reel, I guess,
yeah,
and
thanks
for
so
the
much.
questions. And thank you also for, like, writing that you listen to us and be like, "Oh, yeah, actually, I thought maybe you could do an episode or you have a question or something." So cool. Really appreciate this.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
I was about to pick up the one message, but I can't find it anymore. To shout out the person, but yeah.
Oh, we're sorry, but you know what's up. Greetings.
Greetings to everyone. Yeah, follow us, and I guess I see you next week, where it's
Yeah,
the second advent, and we already
true.
have 7 doors open, no, 6 doors open. But in our
6 doors.
super sad.
Okay.
Leaving
Okay,
this
that was
episode
it.
super sad.
That was it.
Okay,
That was it.
bye bye.
See you in the next one. Bye bye.